actively organizes with the Winnipeg Coalition Against Israeli Apartheid and Independent Jewish Voices Winnipeg. Please join me in welcoming David Weller.
I am a member of the Independent Jewish Voices. It's a group of Jews across the country who are opposed to Israeli expansionism, Israeli policies, and Israeli policies towards Palestinians. Just a little background. I was a kid. I grew up in Vancouver. Went to Jewish or Zionist youth camp. I was a counselor and head counselor there, and I was active in the movement. One of the things that struck me and that I was taught there was about social justice and social justice between people. And I can't find it in this. I can't find what part of social justice is all about destroying other people's lives in order to widen yours. And so that's why I've been involved in this struggle. Independent Jewish Voices is condemning the latest attack on Palestinians trapped in Gaza by Israel for decades. Israel has euphemistically dubbed the operation Pillar of Defense, which, if you see, indicates it's killed at least 75 Palestinians, including children, and injured possibly over 200. Israel is now threatening with tanks, and I heard they called up 60,000 troops to expand and start a ground invasion of Gaza. The latest attack is not a pillar of defense, it's a pillar of war crimes, which we have a moral obligation to oppose. The latest atrocity is compounded by the fact that thanks to Israel's illegal, inhumane blockade for the people of Gaza, there is no escape. There is no getting out. They can't get out. They're stuck there. Independent Jewish Voices, we've got chapters across the country and members joining protests in various cities, and we reiterate our support for boycott, divestment, and sanction movement against Israel. This is a nonviolent movement that's started by Palestinians and that we support. Until Israel complies with international law across a number of different issues. For years, Israel, 4 years ago, Israel launched its Operation Cast Lead on the Gaza Strip, and over 1,400 Palestinians were killed, over a third of whom were innocent women and children. And they claimed a moral righteousness while committing this massacre. But the United Nations later found that Israel committed war crimes and possible crimes against humanity. The assault was designed to humiliate and terrorize the civilian population of Gaza. They said it amounted to 22 days of death and destruction. You know, all I hear about on the news is rockets. Counting rockets, how many rockets went from Gaza to into Israel. But the discourse, it seems to be that every single rocket fired out of Gaza gets breathlessly reported in the newspapers and on TV and so on. But when some Israeli soldier machine guns a Palestinian child for sport, or the IDF drops white phosphorus on Palestinians, there's not a peep out of the press. You don't hear about it. Nearly everything we read, see, or hear in the media has to pass the Israeli perspective test. I don't know who fired the first rocket in this, and I'm not going to play that game with you. But the Israelis, with their enormous military, won't hesitate to be the last one to fire a rocket. That's for sure. So I'm not alone in supporting this cause. I think there's lots of Jews, and I see some Jewish faces that I know around it. So this is not just Palestinian and Arab struggle. It's our struggle for social justice as well. Thank you.